Now, as an international student who is looking for opportunities to migrate abroad, I think this is a video you should watch. For those of you who wrote the entrance exam and you said it was difficult, and Milton, it was difficult, I didn't write well, this is another video for you to watch. Remember, I have said that everybody must move abroad. In as much as you are watching me, you have to go abroad. It's by fire, by force now. So please remember that this video I'm going to be making, all right, or what you are watching right now, is a separate application. That is point number one to note. Separate application, not the joint application. But if you applied for the joint application, you can still apply to this university now. Admissions is open as I speak, and the final date for admissions is around, is it February 15? So please pay attention to it. It doesn't really cost you a lot, but you should apply immediately. All right. Now, I also want to make you understand that you are going to apply to maximum of 3 programs, not like in the joint application where you could apply for maximum 6 or even 7 programs. This one is just 3 programs you are going to be applying to. And remember, those of you who are applying for bachelor's, you are going to be using your upper secondary school certificate, your WAEC certificate, all right, with good scores, your WSS certificate with good scores, your vocational maybe certificates, and of course, or an advanced level, baccalaureate, all must be in English language, but with good scores. Pay attention to these, guys. Equally, you need to know that if you are going to be applying for master's degree program at this particular university in Finland, you are going to be showing 2 years of working experience, all right, alongside your bachelor's degree transcripts and attestation or certificate. You are going to be showing 2 years of professional work experience before you can apply for master's degree. The link I will put in the video description box is going to give you more, but again, pay attention to this. Let me explain myself proper. Now, there are a lot of programs, degree programs you are going to be applying for in this particular university, and I will explain some of the degree programs to you. I only want to clear your attention here. Please, I have always said, if you watch my videos from Novia University of Applied Sciences to Salvonia to the other schools of the joint application, I have like a total of 8 videos I did with various universities, tuition fee, explaining the details on how you are going to be paying the tuition fees. If you watch those videos, you would see that comparing those videos to this particular video, this university I'm going to be talking about is somehow a little expensive, all right, because of what? These programs don't have scholarships. There are no scholarships here with a separate application, all right. So like I said, there is no barrier. If you already applied to the joint application, apply to this separate application now. It is ongoing and will end on 15th February. Now, there is no scholarship, and the tuition fee is equally a little higher compared to that of the joint application or some universities like Novia, Salvonia, and other schools in the joint application, all right? What is the name of this school? This is called SAMK, S-A-M-K, and it is called Satakunta University of Applied Sciences. All right, the joint application is over. Now is a separate application, and I will put a link in the description box for you to check. This university has degree programs, bachelor's in engineering. You equally have bachelor's in engineering and artificial intelligence. There is bachelor's of hospitality management. There is bachelor's of healthcare, where you can also study physiotherapy. And there is bachelor's of business administration, and of course finance. So there are other programs you can check. All right, I will put a link down there. Please check these programs and see the details very well, so that before you start launching an application, you should know. There is no entrance exam with this application. The only disadvantage you are going to get is that the tuition fee is way higher than the joint application or other programs in the joint application. And of course, the number of places may be somehow a little maybe scarce, or let's say it looks like the number of places in this school, they are even looking for more students in a separate application. Well, I cannot really judge. But if you want to apply for bachelor's in engineering, know that the program is 240 ECTS credit units. All right, that is for those people applying for BSc in English. All right, then if you didn't know, the tuition fee is 510 10. What I mean is 10,500, not 510. All right, I was just putting 510. So it's 10,500 euros per year you are going to be paying for this program. Like I already reiterated at the beginning, there is no scholarship available, and the application deadline is 15th of February. They need 50 students for this particular degree program. 50 students. All right. So that is something you should pay attention to. The next program I want to talk about is Bachelor's of Engineering and Artificial Intelligence. Still no scholarship available, but the number of places is equally encouraging. 50 students are needed for this particular degree program. But now there is going to be a lot of disadvantages. All right. Because there is no entrance exam, there is going to be like way higher ways to select students. But again, apply to this, you never can tell. You may just be lucky going into these programs. Then the other program, Bachelor's of Hospitality Management. All right, this program needs a total of 30 students. So you can then apply while you look for other opportunities if Finland was really your destination. Now, I already talked about how you are going to submit the application. All right, now let's take a look at, we talked about the programs already, or let's say the requirements. If you want to fill this application, you are going to find details on the website. It is there. When you click a particular program, it's going to take you to the page where you are going to fill the application. And remember, I said those applying for masters, you need a 2 years bachelor's degree program. You need a bachelor's degree program for 3 years, and of course 2 years working experience. It is very important. Now, other requirements include the WAEC certificate. All right, I already elaborated, I already talked about this. If your WAEC is not strong, maybe get anything like maybe your work experience, add it to your WAEC. You never can tell. It may help in one way or the other. All right, so that is something I think you should be doing. Again, remember that IELTS is also very important, but it is not compulsory. All right, it is not obligatory, but you can submit your IELTS score. It is not obligatory. Remember, if you submit the score, they are going to add you 1 point. If you submit your PTE score, all right, they are equally going to add you 1 point. PTE, I think, is 55%. Your height is 6.00 on a scale of 9. That is needed. They don't need any other thing. There is no scholarship. So, and as soon as you get admissions to this university in Finland, you are going to be paying first year full tuition, 10,500 euros. All right. So if you think that you are not going to get this money, you should start looking at other places. All right. I hope you understand. Slovakia is cheap. Czech Republic is cheap. Croatia is cheap. Other countries like Belgium is affordable. All right. Other countries like Germany, cheap and affordable. In some universities, some are even free. You just need a blocked account for Germany. All right. So that is what you need to know about applying to Finland. Now, if you are already applying to Finland, or let's say if you have already applied already, if you applied already, if you are still to apply again for this program to Finland, then you should be thinking on how you are going to apply for your visa. Make sure you think far ahead. Now, why do I say you have to be thinking of how you are going to apply for your visa? Because as soon as you get admissions, some programs require you, for those of you who apply to the joint application, some programs require that you pay a tuition fee on time so as to get the discount. Some require you to pay on time so as to get scholarships. Others require you to pay before April. So you need to be preparing yourself monetarily, all right, or financially somehow, so that as soon as you get your admissions, you pay the first deposit. That is the first deposit you are paying. Remember, you still need 6,720 euros in your bank account. For those of you who already applied, I expect you guys to be building your accounts now. Remember, the money you are going to be showing to the embassy has to be in your own bank account. It is not going to be in somebody's account. Please pay attention to this. It is very important. Remember, for you to migrate to Finland, you can move with your spouse. All right. So if you have your spouse, you can move with her or him, but you have to double the money that is going into your account or your accounts. It will be preferable if you guys have a joint account as a couple. If you have a child, I already explained to you that one child is 500 euros times 12. You add the figure to your own money. The second child is 400, you add the figure to your 400 times 12, you add the amount to your total. So this is how you are going to navigate around. All right, there are equally opportunities in Finland or other things you can read so far as residence permit is concerned. Remember, I said you are not going to be getting a student visa this time around. You are going to be getting a temporary residence permit for 2 years. All right, every detail is found on the immigration side of Finland. Remember, those in Cameroon, you are going to apply for the visa in Abuja. I was talking to someone a few days ago from Cameroon, and he was like, no, if the embassy is in Abuja, then I'm not going. Brother, if you are not going to Abuja, just know that you are going to remain where you are. You shouldn't be looking at immigration. The reason is because most embassies are in Abuja, and the few embassies that are in your home country, they would somehow be expensive. Do you have a lot of millions to put in for United States? Do you have millions to put in for Canada? And it becomes very difficult when you don't have a sponsor that can provide a bank statement for you. A lot of people are going through this that I know. So make sure you utilize the opportunities you have at your disposal. Remember, from 2024, 2025, immigration pathways will be very difficult as looking at things now. Look at the heavy tuition fee Norway is implementing, which means that if you had not moved to Norway, moving now may be somehow totally impossible. All right, so please utilize the opportunities you have at your disposal. Apply to this SAM University or Satakunta University of Applied Sciences in Finland. Finland, you are going to work, of course. Finland just increased working hours. If you move in, you work maybe 25 hours, your spouse work full time, then you guys save up and do a lot of things. It is advantage to move to Finland now. I have people who already got admissions and they are looking for people to pair up and move with them, but they already got some people. So you have to be thinking ahead. Think before time. All right, remember, there are visa documents you need to take to the embassy. You don't just go to the embassy like that. All right, you equally need to buy insurance and all the rest. I explain all these details in the other videos. Please still pay some attention to my channel and watch videos so that you do not come to me asking the same questions. People emailing me with questions that I mentioned in videos, I don't even waste my time again, because I take time to do this research. Again, as a disclaimer, this is solely for educational purposes. I do not have any affiliation to these schools. All right, I take a lot of time to put out this information so that I help you if you are looking for it. I help myself and gain knowledge, but people don't want to help me to watch the videos or help themselves as well. So if you ask me a question that I mentioned in a video, I'm so sorry, I will not reply again. So guys, apply to this university, apply to these programs, and of course move to, remember I said IELTS is optional. All right, so for those of you asking me how to register, just go online and type IELTS, then you add your country, you read through the website, you register and pay the registration fee, and you are good to go. It is so easy and so easy for you to guess. All right, I hope this video helps you. Till we meet again in another one. An international student who is looking for study abroad opportunities, then you are on the right YouTube channel.